Hey, I'm John of Figurative Arc, and I am a visual artist looking at creativity and how it enriches our daily life. I am continuing a painting here that I was showing you in the last video, so if you missed that, you can check that out. And of course, the obvious question is, why is a puppet doing this part of the painting? And so this is my sidekick Rooster, and he's just been kind of a way of just introducing something fun. I used to use Rooster for play therapy, and so I found him the other day. Just found when I take him and do things with him, whether it's a painting or out on biking, for example, here we are on a bike path and we encounter these bighorn sheep, and Rooster looks like he's even going to eat one of them. So his foolishness, I think, knows no bounds. But I've just kind of enjoyed that with him because, I'm from the United States and we just had an election, and I'm not going to talk about the election other than to say that, there's a lot of division right now. So I need something that's just kind of light and fun. And this also kind of ties in with what I was talking about last week, where art really just helps my mental health. And I've had to put a lot of boundaries around how I spend my time, particularly how much time do I spend on social media, how much time do I watch the news about what's happening politically, socially, that kind of thing. And so this has really been helpful for me to just say, I'm going to stay informed. I'm not going to put my head in the sand, but I'm also not going to be watching a lot of that stuff for hours. I'm going to do stuff like this, and this really keeps me in the moment, and was just so helpful. I talked to one friend who was, spending a lot of time just with media, and he was talking about how stressed out he was, and I wasn't to that level, and I think it was because of doing art. So some of us are artists that you may be watching, and some aren't, but I would say everyone's creative. You can be mindful cooking, you can be mindful gardening, even adult coloring books are kind of a thing now, where people are going to different restaurants and things and doing that just to slow down and de-stress. So I kind of encourage us all to just find whatever works for us to do that, because mental health is just really, really important. So I just encourage you to take care of yourself and reach out to friends and if needed, a licensed professional. But in any case, I am putting these little details in. This whole painting was done without any brushes. It's a very loose style for me. I usually do not have paintings that are this, I guess rough is a good word for it. They tend to be more refined when you're using brushes. So I've used some palette knives. Last time you saw me use a big offset spatula that's used for icing cakes. So I use that to create the effects that you're seeing in the sky right now. And so now I'm just adding a little sparklers here or there. I kind of cleaned up the eyes of the wave. And, as I'm looking at this, I am imagining a story in my mind right now. So a lot of this is about process. Yeah, there's Rooster doing a little dance. And so what I thought about is the turbulence of the sea, thinking about, different issues that are going on. And one thing that I started to think about as I was painting was, as a man, the issues that are being faced, particularly by young men, who are the most at-risk demographic right now, the largest at-risk, I should say, demographic that's not really discussed a lot. Given, the sea and and the turbulence here. Maybe I would create 1 or 2 invisible men. Is what I'm going to call it. And so I think this painting is going to be called a Seascape of Invisible Men. So again, this is highly abstracted. I'm not going for realism here, so I know. But I've done a lot of male figurative work, particularly with photography, so that's also kind of a motivation. And so, yeah, I'm just slowly putting this very, again, abstracted figure going here. So, but I'd be interested in you maybe sharing how you're taking care of yourself during this time, or wherever you are, and what the issues are, and what you do. And so I hope you'll leave that in the comments below. Feel free to subscribe and give a thumbs up. That really helps the channel a great deal if you do that, because then other people can find it. Here's a final picture of the painting. Thanks for keeping company with me. I hope you take good care, and until next time, toodaloo.